Alrighty, good morning everybody. So welcome to my yoga class. I'm so glad that you guys are here. It is 9 o'clock on the dot, so as always, I'd like to give people a minute or two to come in. As you know, my name is Keri. I'll be teaching a beginner intermediate yoga class for you guys today. There will be some peak poses that are a little bit difficult, so don't be shy. If you're not feeling up to it, that's okay. So when you're ready, we're going to begin on our backs. We're going to take some deep breaths. So coming down to our mat, bring your butt down, laying down on our back. We're going to start by taking some deep inhales. And I did a lot with my cousin this week, and she said to me, every morning practice I like to start on my back. So we're going to start on our backs. We're going to take some deep breaths, and we're going to start some calming morning. Okay? Alrighty. So start by laying down. Put your hands on your belly. And when you're ready, just start taking some big deep inhales and exhales. We're going to be here for a little bit, so just hang in there. I'd like you guys to start noticing that with every inhale, your belly starts to expand. With every exhale, you're sinking deeper. Every exhale, you should feel your body sink deeper into the earth, feeling the ground underneath you. Starting to find some really clean calmness in your life. Try to shoo the thoughts away. If something's popping into your head, what I'd like you to do is acknowledge that it's there, acknowledge the thought, and then let that thought pass by. Go of the tops of your thighs, softening your eyelids. And when you're ready, we're going to take a big giant stretch. And find ourselves in seated position with our legs crossed. On your next inhale, your arms are coming up. And exhale, twist, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, twisting at the base of your spine. Just a nice gentle twist. Again, letting go of the tops of the thighs. Let your knees come down toward the ground. Next inhale, arms come up. And exhale, twist to the opposite side, right hand to left knee. And again, arms come up. And our hands to our knees, taking a few seated cat-cows. So you're going to inhale and arch your spine. Drop your head back. Exhale, begin to round your spine and tuck your chin. Inhale, cat. I don't really know which one is the cat and which one is the cow, if I'm being honest. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. On your next inhale, your arms come up overhead. And exhale, drop the right hand to the middle of your back and grab it with your left hand behind your back, stretching out your right tricep. Again, if you're tensing in your legs, let your knees drop down toward the ground. There should be no tension. And next inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, drop the left hand to the middle of your back. Grab it with your right hand behind your back. So your hand should look like this. And maybe your hands don't clasp. That's okay. When I was a kid, I was able to keep my hands clasped behind my back and flop them overhead, so I know I have some weird things going on over here. And inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. When you're ready, I'd like you guys to set your intention here. As usual, I have something for you guys in terms of reading. I always like to give you a little something. For me, I'll be focusing on gratitude. I'll be focusing on, finding contentment in myself and in my practice. So I mentioned my cousin, and she taught an awesome class this week, and she's never taught class before. So she wung it, and I was blown away. And I started thinking, wow, her words that she used are so descriptive. Her flow was so creative. And then I noticed that in her class, she started using some of the things that I do. And I was like, wow, so maybe she thinks of me the way that I'm thinking of her. And the best thing that we all can do is just find contentment in what we're doing and in ourselves. So I have for you guys, a friend tells a story about how envious one was of her sister during a time my friend led wilderness adventure trips. One day, the sister decided to go on one of these trips. On a particularly hard day, she found herself sitting miserably on the beach. A cold wind was blowing through her, and she was not feeling well from her monthly cycle. She looked at my friend calmly and she said, "I am not jealous of you anymore." So we tend to look at other people's lives and we see what's missing in our own. We look across the fence and we see what we don't have, rather than look inside the fence and enjoy what we do have. When we look over the fence, we move ourselves into lack. So I'd like to personally focus on gratitude for this awesome day, focus on contentment within ourselves. And when you're ready, I'll give you guys a second to set your intention as well. And on your next inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands down in front of you. And I'd like you to keep your right leg where it is and drop the left leg back, coming into a soft pigeon. So your legs should be almost parallel with the front of the mat, but if it's not, that's okay. You can keep your toes tucked in toward your body, but the goal is to draw your left hip forward and your right hip back. So try to stay as square as possible. And this is gentle because we're just starting. Inhale, chest comes up. And exhale, bring yourself down to the ground, or as low as you can, drawing your chest down first. Letting go of any tension. On your next inhale, come up. Hands are underneath you. Drop your right leg back to meet the left, moving through plank. And when you're ready, roll over onto the right side of your body, coming into a side plank. And bring that left foot in the middle of the mat. So your left foot is down in the middle of the mat, and your hand is on your left hip, taking a gentle side plank. Release, bring both hands down to the middle of the mat, drop the left foot back. And when you're ready, take the left leg up, coming into pigeon on the opposite side. So your left ankle is at your right wrist and your left kneecap is at your left wrist. And again, you can be parallel with the top of your mat, or you can have your knee bent a little bit. But the goal is to draw that right hip forward and left hip back. Inhale, chest comes up, soaking in that gratitude. And exhale, begin to lower down, chest first. This is a very intense pose, so just hang in there. Probably could have warmed you guys up a little bit more for this beautiful hip opener, but we're here, so you're doing it. On your next inhale, hands back to center. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee and drop the left leg back. Coming into side plank on this side. So you're on your side, rolling onto your left side. Bring the right foot in the middle of your mat. And your hand is on your right hip. Shifting your gaze up if you have that balance. Focusing every move with your breath. And when you're ready, hands come back through center, coming in through plank. And we're going to begin to lower down, moving through our first vinyasa. So keeping our elbows tucked, our body is flat, lower your body down to the ground. And on your next inhale, chest comes up, baby cobra. I like to warm up the spine a little. Exhale, lower down. Resting your cheek on the mat. Inhale up, baby cobra. And exhale, lower down, resting your opposite cheek on the mat. Gives you a little neck stretch as well. And on your next inhale, hands come back down by your chest. Tuck your toes, push up through plank into downward facing dog. Your hips are back, your heels are coming down toward the ground, and your hands are grounding into the earth. Fingers are spread wide. And pedal out your feet. On your next inhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold. And we'll move through our first sun salutation. Inhale, half lift. Your back is flat. Your hands are on the mat, on your shins or on your thighs. So you guys can't see me quite. And exhale, lower down, forward fold. When you're ready, move through chair, bending your knees, hips are back, your arms are coming up past your ears. Exhale, forward fold, hands come down through center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands are flat on the mat, move through plank. Move through your vinyasa, lowering down onto the mat. And inhale, cobra. Chest comes up. Exhale, down dog. Three-legged dog on the right side, right leg goes up. And exhale, step it through in between your hands. Warrior one, open up that back left foot. Hips are square toward the front of the room and arms are up past your ears. Taking some deep breaths. When you're ready, frame the front foot. Drop the right leg back, move through plank. Lower down, moving through your next vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedaling out the feet. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, back is flat, head is long toward the front of the room. Exhale, forward fold. Same thing on the opposite side. Moving through chair, bend your knees, drop your hips back, and send your arms up past your ears toward the ceiling. I like to sit here for a bit because it gives you a little workout. When you're ready, hands through heart center. Hands come down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, moving through plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. When you're ready, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Warrior one, step that left foot in between your two front hands. Open up the back right foot. Hips are square, drawing the right hip forward, left hip back, and arms up past your ears. Bending into that left front knee. Frame the front foot, move through your vinyasa. Drop the left leg back to meet the right, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Pedal out the feet. When you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Forward fold. You can maintain a little micro bend in your knees and grab your elbows coming into ragdoll. Just shaking it out. Inhale, half lift, back is flat. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, up through center. Arms come up. Hands to heart center. When you're ready, coming back down, inhale, arms come up. Swan dive down. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Moving through your vinyasa. Option to always put your knees down. And we can all do this one together. Drop your knees down toward the mat and lower your chest down toward the mat, leaving your butt up. Inhale, cobra. Sweep it through. And exhale, down dog. Three-legged dog on the right side. Right leg goes up. Bend the knee. Start to open up your hips. Your toes come to your left side of your body, and if you shift your gaze left, you should be able to see them and wiggle out those toes. And exhale, knee to chest. Hold here. Inhale, knee goes back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. If you'd like to skip these, you can always step that foot forward. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. And back up. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. Warrior one, open up that back foot. Hips are square. Arms come up. And when you're ready, with your left hand, grab your right wrist and draw it over to the left side of the room. Not too far. If I feel a little pain, I won't go any further. So whatever feels like it's serving you. Keep maintaining a deep bend in that right knee. Opposite side, opposite wrist. With your right hand, grab your left wrist and twist over to the right side. And when you're ready, open up to warrior two. Your hips are now open up to the left side of your mat. One arm in front, one arm in back. Slight variation of reverse the warrior. Both arms come up overhead and drop your hands back toward the back of the room. Side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm comes up past your ear. If you like the twist and want to maintain twisting, you can take a bind here, drawing your left arm to the back, to the middle of your back and around your right thigh, opening your chest up to the ceiling. And again, maintaining that bend in your right knee. Moving back through side angle, if you did bind, coming back through warrior two, and taking a twisted warrior two. So twisting your body, drawing the right arm back, left arm forward. A little funky here. And windmill the hands down, frame the front foot, drop the right leg back, move through your flow. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, back through plank, hold here. Rolling onto your right side. Drop the right knee down to the ground. Coming into side plank again, a soft modified side plank. Left arm goes up. When you're ready, rolling back into plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up your hip, drawing your knee up toward the ceiling, toes down toward the ground. Shifting your gaze over your right shoulder. You can see your little piggies. And exhale, step that foot in between your two front hands. Oh, I'm sorry. Knee to chest, hover here. Option to step through if you prefer it. Exhale, back up. Left knee to right elbow. Exhale, back up. Left knee to right elbow. Back up. And exhale, step that foot in between your hands now. When you're ready, warrior one, opening up that back right foot. Hips are squared to the front of your mat. Arms extend up past your ears. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little winded. Using the breath to calm us down. Warrior two, opening up your hips to the right side of your mat, your arms extend in front of you and in back of you. Staying in the present. Bending into that left front knee. Funky reverse warrior, draw both hands up toward the ceiling and drop them back toward the back right leg. Back through warrior two and hands up to center. Draw your, with your left hand, grab your right wrist and pull yourself over to the left side of the mat. Opposite side, with your right hand, grab your left wrist and pull over to the right side of your mat. And find yourself in side angle. Left elbow is on your left knee. Right arm comes up past your right ear. Shifting your gaze up. If you took the bind and the twist on the opposite side, you should take it here, drawing your right arm behind the small of your back, wrapping it around your left thigh. I like a good twist to open up my spine a little. If you'd like to get a little crazy, also option to lift that left arm. I'm sorry we didn't do it on the opposite side. But if you'd like it here, you can take it. Okay, and when you're ready, release, coming back through warrior two. Finding a twisted warrior two, drawing the left arm back, right arm forward. When you're ready, windmill the hands down, frame the front foot, drop the left foot back, move through your vinyasa. You can always take child's pose here as well. Child's pose, your two big toes are touching, your knees are as wide as the mat, and your arms are extended long. If you'd like to take up dog, untuck your toes, inhale your chest up, and your knees and thighs are off the mat. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. All right, next inhale, right leg goes up. Bend your knee, open up the hip. And exhale, pigeon. Drawing the right knee to the right wrist, left ankle to the left wrist. And we've been here before. Untuck those toes, draw your left hip forward and right hip back. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, fold it down. Trying to let go of any tension you're holding on to. Every inhale, bring your chest up a little bit. Every exhale, sink your chest down toward the ground a little bit further. You will always get further in your poses on every exhale. you're ready, your hands come underneath you. Drop that right foot back, moving through plank on the left side. Rolling over onto your left side, drop that left knee down toward the ground, and right arm comes up. Little side plank. Option, if you'd like it to be more difficult, is to keep that knee up. And when you're ready, back to plank. Exhale, get onto your toes and draw your chest forward and begin to lower yourself down. You can hover here, untuck the toes, and lift up for up dog, or you can move through cobra. Exhale, down dog. That up dog really gets me. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And exhale, pigeon on this side. Right ankle to right wrist. Left ankle to right wrist. Left knee to left wrist. Untuck your toes. Inhale your chest up. And exhale, down dog. Down to the ground. Throwing the right hip down toward the mat and keeping the left hip up. You don't want to rest on that left hip. Every inhale, come up higher. Exhale, sink deeper. It's probably slightly easier for you now. On every inhale, sending that breath to where you feel the tension the most. When you're ready, release. Hands come underneath you. Left leg drops back, moving through plank. Shift your toes forward, lower down. And inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. When you're ready, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward. You can either walk, which I like to do, or hop up to the mat, to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, bend your knees, round your spine all the way up to the top. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Finding that gratitude for this practice. So when you're ready, we're going to do a couple balances. These get a little bit funky, so hang in there. Whew. When you're ready, begin to shift your weight into the left leg, coming onto your toes on the right side. You can keep your toes on the ground. You know, if you guys are just starting out in yoga, your balance might not be there. For me, I've been doing this for years and my balance still isn't there. So just hang in there, but bend that right leg and start to come up onto the right toes. You can keep your foot here, you can put it on your calf, you can put it on your thigh, but whatever you do, don't put it on your kneecap. So when you're ready, find yourself into tree pose. Focusing on a drishti point, something in front of you that's not moving so you can manage your focus, and your hands are at heart center. When you're ready, your hands come up overhead, and with your left hand, grab your right wrist and shift your weight over to the right side. Right hand, left wrist, and shift over to the right. I'm going to lose my balance. Feel it. When you're ready, bring that knee out in front of you and hover here. We're going to take this into a warrior 3. So we're going to shift our weight forward and drop the right leg back. And if you have a yoga block or something of that sort, I don't own a yoga block. I have 2 rolls of toilet tissue that I will be using as a yoga block for demonstration. So if you guys would like, take a second to go get your yoga block or your two rolls of tissue. And I'll give you a second. So we'll hang here in tree for a second, all these yogis, while you guys go get your toilet tissue. Coming back to the tree. Woo. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna keep it moving for the people that are still here, so that you're hovering that right leg and dropping your right leg back, shifting your weight forward, coming into warrior three. So your hips are flat toward the mat, parallel, and your arms are out past your ears if you can get there. Coming into half moon, draw that left hand down onto your yoga block or toilet paper. Just begin to open up your hip to the right side of your mat and bring your right arm up. Maintaining a micro bend in the left knee. When you're ready to release, draw that right arm back down and begin to bend into your left leg. We're coming into warrior two. So with as much control as possible, drop that right leg down to the back of your mat. So you're not slamming it down, you're just gracefully trying to place yourself. Warrior two. Very well done. And when you're ready, windmill the arms down, move through your vinyasa, or take a child's pose if you need to. Shift your weight forward, lower down, hover here. Inhale, untuck the toes, up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. Pedal out the legs. When you're ready, you can bend your knees, shift your gaze forward. If you'd like to, you can either hop or just gracefully walk your feet up to meet your hands. Whew. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And bend your knees, roll your spine up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. So I imagine now we have our toilet tissue or our blocks. Place them on the right side of your mat. Coming into tree on the opposite side. Whew. Pretty winded. Begin by shifting your weight into the right leg, coming up onto your toes on the left side. Again, you can stay here. If this is what you got so far, that's awesome. It's a practice, right? If you're at toes, you can bring them up onto your calf. And after they've hit your calf, you can bring them up into your inner thigh. Again, never on your knee. You don't want to hurt your knees. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of weight you put on. In my world, at least. Arms come up overhead. Whew. Taking a side angle on this side as well. With your left wrist, grab your right hand. Left hand, grab your right wrist, and shift your weight over to the left side. Doing your best to maintain balance and focus. Inhale, arms come down. Taking your knee off your inner thigh or inner calf, and just hovering here, again working on your balance. Coming into warrior three, shift that weight in your left leg back, drop that left leg back, your chest comes forward, and your arms past your ears. Woo. Coming into half moon, so when you're ready, with your right hand, reach out to the right side of your mat or on top of your yogi block, and open up the hips to the left side of your mat, shifting your left arm up. And drawing your gaze up toward the ceiling if you can. A lot of balance, focus, and concentration here. When you're ready, letting go, coming into warrior two. With strength and control, drop that left leg back down toward the mat. Right toes are pointed forward, left heel is down. Warrior two on this side, right knee is bent. Windmill the arms down, drop the right leg back to meet the left. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Coming into down dog. When you're ready, shifting your weight onto your left side. And we're gonna take side plank tree. So bending that right leg, so option here. You can bring that foot right in front of you. If you like, you can grab that foot with your right hand and bring it to the inside of your left thigh. Get that tissue out of here. So with your right hand, right ankle, woo, bring that heel, the sole of your foot to the inside of your left thigh. Wah! Difficulty over here. Stuff is not easy. Again, medium, intermediate. And right arm comes up. Hi, Lily. Just at the right time so you can catch me. When you've had enough, coming back through plank, maintain that tree. Excuse me. And lower your body down. Untuck, cobra or up dog. Exhale, whoo, child's pose. I need it. Big toes are touching, knees are wide, arms extended long. Taking big, deep inhales if you can, if they're there for you. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Same thing on the opposite side, so rolling over onto the right side. And if you can, so you can start with your left foot in between your belly. I'm sorry, in between the middle of your mat. We've been here before. If you have the option, with your left hand, grab your left ankle and bring it to the inside of your right thigh. Again, not on your knee. Woo! Drawing that left arm up. Doesn't feel like I can shift my gaze up, but if you can, do it. And when you've had enough, coming back through center, maintain that tree. Keep that leg bent and lower your body down. Drop it back. Cobra. And exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. When you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Foot half forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Feet as wide as the mat. Malasana. Drop your butt down toward the ground. Hands at heart center. Starting to cool our bodies down. And when you're ready, lower all the way down to the mat. We're gonna take a slight inversion. So when you're ready, lower your back down toward the mat. You can stick your feet up toward the ceiling. And that right there is an inversion. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can do supported inversion, where your hands go to the middle of your spine. It's called your sacrum, right above your butt. And just hold yourselves up here. Taking plow pose if you'd like. You can begin to lower your toes down past your head. Going back through your inversion. I love supported. I don't remember the name. Supported plow. And lower your spine down, one vertebrae from the top down toward the bottom at a time. Ooh. Legs are extended out long. Taking a Figure 4 on the right side. So begin to bend your right knee perpendicular to your mat. Draw your left knee in, resting your right ankle on your left kneecap. And with both hands clasped behind your left leg, right elbow on the inside of your right knee, pushing that right knee out. This is like a pigeon, just on our backs. Same thing. Supine twist on the left side. Draw that right knee across your left side body. And your arms extend out to a T, shifting your gaze to the right. Back through center, windshield wiper the knees left to right, shaking out that spine. And when you're ready, figure 4 on the opposite side. So the left ankle comes to the top of the right knee. Draw the right knee in and clasp behind your right knee. Left elbow on the inside of your left knee, drawing that hip out. Feel pretty open right now. Supine twist on the right side. Cross over that left knee over to the right side of your body. Shift your gaze to the left, arms are in a T position. Soles of your feet, release. Soles of your feet are on the floor. Knees are up, windshield wiper left to right. Hug your knees into your body, into your chest. Give yourselves little kisses. And finally, taking a happy baby, begin to draw your knees in towards your underarms and take your hands to the outside of your feet. And the soles of your feet should be up toward the ceiling, rocking left to right, or staying still. Just rolling out that spine. Whatever serves you right now. And when you're ready, release, stretching those legs out long. Allowing yourselves to sink into the earth, letting go of any tension, letting go of anything that we were holding on to, finding gratitude in this practice, finding gratitude in our day. It's going to be a sunny day. Next, inhale, deep breath. Exhale, sink into the earth. Finding ourselves in Savasana. And I'll keep you here for a minute or two. I'd like you to open up your mouth and close your lips and take the tongue off the roof of your mouth, letting go of tension in the jaw. Unsquinch your eyes, let go of your face. There is a Chinese proverb which states, "People in the West are always getting ready to live." There is a remarkable truth to this proverb. When we are little, we can't wait to get big. When we are big, we can't wait to get out of the house. Then we can't wait to get through college and get a job. Then we can't wait until our vacations. And finally, we can't wait until retirement. As the Chinese proverb states, we never really live. We just get ready. So I'd welcome us all to live, to enjoy this beautiful day. And when you're ready, begin to draw some awareness back into your body. Start by wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Feel the earth underneath you, the grounding that you're experiencing. Next, inhale, arms come up overhead. Good morning stretch, just like we started. Let it out. Rolling onto your right side. Knees drawn into your chest. With your left hand placed on the mat, begin to push yourself up towards seated. Finding your hands and heart center. And again, I'd really like to thank you guys for coming, as always. I appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys appreciate this class, and I hope you enjoy coming. When you're ready, bring your hands to your third eye, in between your eyebrows, reminding us to have kind and loving thoughts. Bring your hands to your heart center, reminding us to have kind and loving intentions. And bring our hands to our mouths, reminding us to have kind and loving communications with ourselves, with others. And again, thank you. Namaste. Until next week.